Welcome to my Fanuc Roboguide tutorial channel. This tutorial is an example of DCS setup of robots sharing zone. Please follow the setup. You may need to pause the video to get the info. Choose all DCS option except Safety PMC. Click Next button until finish the wizard. Make the cell floor invisible and then use obstacle box to create the new floor. Open robot properties and change the Z height. Add robot base with right-click at Robot tab from Cell menu, and then select Address Out. Change robot Y location, to free up space for second robot. Add gripper CAD to tool number 1 with Roboguide CAD library. Change the orientation of the gripper CAD. Remember to change the user tool coordinates. Open User Model tab to prepare the settings. Open DCS User Tool Frame to register user tool for DCS. Open DCS XYZ and do settings as following. We need to assign the user model at one of active Cartesian position check to visualize the user model space. Now, back to user model settings window. Set the zone accordingly. Duplicate the robot now. Right-click at Robot Controller tab, add robot with clone mode. Simply set the coordinate, we still can change it later. Change the robot position now. Adding the fixture like the sharing work zone of both robots. If want to put the conveyor to the center of both robots, measure the distance from robot to conveyor. Change the distance from robot to conveyor after calculate. Reconfirm again the position of robot to conveyor. Now, open the setting window of DCS XYZ, and start set up the safety zone of robot. Use edit location on screen, it make the setup become easy. Please make sure you click the use current position before you click next triad. Round off the location value after that. Change the name for this zone. Now, is turn of setting robot 2. Apply the same setting of robot 1 and change the location of triad only. After done on robot 2, apply the DCS parameters setting to reset the DCS collision alarm. Do the same thing to robot 1. Set up a working zone to prevent robot move out to the another robot that stay in safe zone. Do the same setting on another robot 2. Set up a restrict zone to prevent robot crash to conveyor. Do the same setting to another robot. Now, we can set up the disabling input for the safe zone, using SIR, Safety Internal Relay as the disabling input. Turn on the Teach pendant, and then open the DCS IO Connect screen. Set up SIR1 to NSI1. Apply the setting and cycle power the controller. Apply the same settings to another robot. Now, redo the I/O configuration of digital input and output. Rack 36 slot 5 start 1 for SIR. You are not necessary to set this. Rack 36 slot 0 start 1 for NSI. Rack 36 slot 6 start 1 for CPC. This bunch of signals show the safety status of safety zone we set up previously. Back up this controller all of above file. Open the work cell file, and look for robot that backup just now. Find and copy file, DIOCFGSV. IO. Then open Robot 2 file and paste it in UD1. Turn on Teach Pendant of Robot 2 and then load the file from UD1. Create program and then turn off all motion group inside the detail. Insert the program like above. Key in the name for program-related I/O. After done all naming, back up again and then copy docfgsv.io and bg_safe.tp, then paste at another robot UD1. Turn on Teach Pendant and load new files. After load files, press menu go to Setup and then go to BG Logic. Choose the BG_safe program and run the program. Restart controller due to loaded docfgsv.io. Change to another controller to assign the BG_safe program. Use Tool menu from top menu bar and then open the external I/O connection. Set up accordingly. Use Tool menu from top menu bar and then open the I/O panel utility. Set controller 1 and 2 with DI1 and DO1. We can change the I/O name from the panel directly. Now, try to move robot that having disabled zone. Switch to another and try to move. Robot 1 have contacted zone and stop. Then only turn the zone to disable. This condition was not correct. We can correct it as following. Open DCS XYZ settings window, and add one more zone. Change the stop type to not stop. Set the same zone location with the safe zone. Set the new zone for Robot 2 too. Add name to CPC4 status IO. Don't forget to apply the DCS parameters again. Stop the BG log as running, then open the BG_safe program and change the DI 301 to DI 304. Set the BG logic to run again after program modify. Cycle power the controller now, then switch to another controller. Now, set the same step to this controller. Open the DCS size window and make the CPC4 become invisible. Do it for both controller. Reconnect the external I/O connection. Roboguide will stop the connection after one of controller cycle powered. Now, both robot DCS zone turn to disable status. Try to jog one of the robot out from the zone. Another robot zone immediately turn to enable. Once jog the enabled zone robot to exit the zone, whole system will stop with DCS limit. Once the restrict movement robot jog back to safety, system is automatically resumed to restriction status. Try to reconfirm with robot 2 in safety and robot 1 move. Here we go, we have successfully set up the interference zone safety with DCS. The tutorial ends here. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.